Oh, that verb though. Hello, nice to see you. Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I've been focused a lot on audio for video and video production, but today I'm gonna talk about music production, and specifically how to mix real strings with synthetic strings to achieve a nice string sound. Not wasting any time here, let's jump into Logic Pro X because that is the digital audio workstation of choice in my studio. So this is a track that was released last March. It's mine. I wrote it and produced it myself, but I did hire, actually I didn't hire you, Sean. I never paid Sean, but I did feed him steak one time. So Sean Dennis came in and recorded some violin, and this track is very cinematic. It's very string heavy. So I used East-West sample libraries. They're Hollywood Strings Gold, and I really do like those a lot, but I think that my ear is developing past them, and I'm looking for a new string library, maybe Spitfire, I don't know, something like that. But anyway, back to this. I try to produce these the best I can. I like their sound for big, bright, high strings, like, you know, the first and second violins to me sound really good when you're like jumping up to that next octave, and I do that on this track a lot, and I also do a lot of layering, a lot of synthesis for that layering. But specifically today we're going to talk about blending real recorded violin with a sample library of violins, like a whole violin section. So jumping right in here, I'm just going to show you I took 3 of his takes, his 3 best takes, and what I did with them was I hard panned these left, right, and then center. So let me bring up the mixer here because we got the mixer in the other window. So as you can see here, his are in red, everything else is blue, and that's intentional for this. I just wanted to really separate his from everything else. I usually color code better than this. So his second take right here, by itself, we're just going to solo that out, and that's the one that's in the center channel, and just listen through that with the effects already on the channel. So, I mean, great take here. He pops up an octave for the writing that I already had. So what am I doing here on his recording? I've got a compressor by Waves, compressing his signal. I've got a second compressor. This one's by Native Instruments. It's a solid bus comp. Then we've got a EQ situation. We're doing limiting situation. Gonna limit him, bump his volume up about 5 decibels, and then I'm bussing him out to 13 and 14 here. Let's go see what those are. I've got a verb here from Waves and a delay here from Waves. And this is before I had the relab reverb, and I really, really love that one. This was produced back in January, February. So let's just listen to this thing dry as it was recorded in the studio here with no effects. Okay, so like I said, we'll put that compressor, 2 compressors, do that EQing, put some limiting, send it to verb and delay. So we took his best 3 takes, panned this one far left, panned this one far right. So now we have 3 separate takes covering the stereo field, which gives a nice kind of wide stereo sound. So let's listen to all 3 together. And we haven't even started blending it yet with the East-West sample library. I just want to hear all these together with all their effects here on the channel strips. Actually, you know what? We'll just do a cycle. So that to me is already sounding glorious because he's a great player. We recorded it in my studio here, which is, you know, acoustically treated to an extent. I used a Blue Bluebird mic on him, which is just a great bright condenser microphone. I think it was an all-around a good situation. I like how I produced it. So now let's move down into what I've already bounced into audio for this project, the violin section from East-West. So, you know, it's not that smooth, honestly. It's kind of choppy, but when you blend it with everything, it sounds better. So I always bring it in, do some parallel compression here, where I really do some hard compression on the same exact audio, pan it a little bit harder to the left, and blend it in with the uncompressed track. Let's blend in Sean's here to the synthetic strings and see how we can make it sound nice together. So there you have that. I like how those are blending together. Let's start bringing in our other parts here. Let's add some violas into this. Cello section. So we'll take that again and we're going to blend Sean's takes into that whole entire string section and see how we like it. And when you get that to a place where you like it, take off the solo, listen through the entire mix, which in this case is 62 tracks here. Okay, so we heard that high part, now let's listen to the lower part here. That's it. That's my process for making strings sound semi-realistic, at least with the tools that I currently have now. If you're into the composing thing, let me know how you do it. You know, do you use sample libraries? Do you hire musicians? If you've made it this far, you are truly a champion. If you want to listen to this whole track, it's called Ott. It's you can find it on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Bandcamp, wherever. Just Google Oliver J. Hughes. You'll find my music that way. Hit like on the video if you like it. Hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Tell your friends. Come to the channel. Leave me some questions. I'd love to answer them. Thanks, y'all. See you next week.